Stealth through a roller. We're going to say discard you. Boom. Creature enters. We do what we do. Very nice. Very nice. Boom. Done. Easy as pie. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. I was tired of being back ranked, man. I needed to bring out the power. So we're gonna say, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh, yeah. This is going to be Boros Burn Vehicles, all right? We're going to take the shell of my Boros Burn that I really did good. I hit Mythic with it last season. And I said, we can probably make it even better by throwing these vehicles in, by adding a little spiciness from the AETHERDRIFT set. And it actually works really well. There's a lot of good synergy here, and it surprises people. And honestly, that is a lot of what gets us the wins, is that we kind of come out of left field and get in a car crash. And that is a lot of fun. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So come on and join the villains and do that. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live stream of goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both places you can hit the bell and you'll be notified when we go live. We'd love to have you there live and in person. We have a lot of new people in the live chat tonight. Welcome all the new people who have just joined tonight. Welcome. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes. Ask questions. If you want to learn the game, you want to know, ask a lot of questions and see your and share your decks, come on by to the Discord. That link is going to be right down there. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, you click that link down below and you will find it right there. So what are we talking about when we talk about Boros Burn Vehicles? Well, like I said, we're going to go with kind of a nice Boros Burn that we previously run. Pretty simple one drops. Bolt Wave from Foundations doing a lot of heavy lifting. 1 red for 3 damage. It's about as good as we're going to get as a Lightning Bolt. I actually still have some of those Krish Rush Lightning Bolts, which was 3 damage to any target. This is 3 damage right to face. We're going to be doing a lot of direct damage to face. We're going to be trying to get them down as quick as we can. Put them in the position where they cannot recover from the damage we throw in. So 3 Bolt Waves, 3 Burst Lightnings. Now, you're going to say, Jay, there's better options than Burst Lightning. You could do this, you could do that. I know what I want. I want Burst Lightning. Why? Because it's 2 damage instantly, just like a shock. It's objectively better than a shock. However, it can go to face. It can go to our opponent's face. So if we're just trying to burn out one of our opponent's creatures, it does that, but it can go to face for 2. In the late game, being able to kick this for 4, being able to pay 4 and make it 4 damage is very useful. That has won me games. If I pull a Burst Lightning and I'm like, well, 2 damage isn't going to do it, but 4 will, we have that extra mana we can sink in for the damage right there. Really, really like that one. So that is what we're going to do for our 1-drop red burns. Hired Claw. This guy is, he shows up on a lot of red aggro decks, especially a lot of the Rakdos decks. He's such a good lizard, man. 1 red, Lizard Mercenary. 1/2. Whenever he attacks, whenever you attack with 1 or more lizards, meaning him, he deals 1 damage to your opponent, and he's pumpable. He gets a 1/1 counter if you've done damage, meaning that if he attacks or you've done damage, you can pay 1 red and 1 and make him a 3/2. He has just a lot of early burn on this part. He will put down damage quickly. And again, the idea is to burn down your opponent's life total ASAP. That is what we want to do. We want to burn down our opponent's life total just as quick as we can so we can get it in striking range of one of our big hits right here. Now, here is where the new vehicle tech comes in on top of everything else. We'll talk about that first. As far as spells go, I'm going to go with 4 Boros Charms right here. Another reprint from Foundation. Very powerful card. 1 red and 1 white. And you have a modal card right here. You can get to choose any one of these. 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. We're obviously usually going to choose player. enormous amounts of damage. The value on paying 2 mana for 4 damage to your opponent is huge. Permanents you control gain indestructible. Not exactly super useful, but useful in some circumstances. And of course, target creature you control gains double strike, which means they hit twice. Can also be very powerful if you hit it off on the right thing, like a Slick Shot Show Off or something. And we're going to go with 4 lightning helixes for the Boros on top of that. 3 damage to any target, and we gain 3 life. Good for any target, so we can knock out any kind of creature, something that's 3 toughness, and gain that life back. Helps with a little bit of survivability right there. And of course, we can always go to face as well. Now we're going to talk about the creatures. Slick Shot Show Off, I think, is kind of necessary for this one, and there's kind of a reason. He has something called what I've called super prowess. He's 1 red and 1 creature, bird, wizard, 1/2, flying and haste. Means you can attack right away. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2 until the end of turn. The reason I want to synergize these guys is that this counts, non-creature counts for vehicles. Vehicles are not creatures, they're artifact vehicles. That means that you could play Burner Rocket, and when this enters as a flash, so you can swing in with Slick Shot, and as a flash, somebody gets +2 and trample until the end of turn, and it's a vehicle. So they would get a grand total, casting a non-creature spell +2, and +2 and trample to the end of turn at flash speed for 2. Very, very useful. Then it's a vehicle that you can use to attack with later. I know that there's other cards that do something similar, but you can do this at flash speed, and then you can do other things with it. So Burner Rocket, we're going to go 4 Burner Rockets on there just for the fun of it. The fun thing about Burner Rocket is that if you have Kolodin out too, you can start hasting with your other creatures as well. So you could put Kolodin down and then Burner Rocket down. It immediately comes in. What Kolodin does is mounts and vehicles you control have haste, and whenever a mount enters, it becomes saddled until the end of turn, and whenever a vehicle comes in, it becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn. So basically, Burner Rocket comes in, it can immediately give itself +2 in haste and swing. So that basically turns it into a ball lightning at that point. It becomes a 5/1 haste when you have a Kolodin out. Not only that, it counts as a non-creature spell, which boosts Slick Shot. You have a lot of synergy between these things right here. You see what I'm saying? So Kolodin is going to be our other addition from AETHERDRIFT. 1 red, 1 right, 2, 3. Human Pilot. Really, really good for cramming those vehicles downrange very, very quickly at high speeds, which is what we want right there. Do that damage. So that is kind of our combo play with our vehicles on turn 2, doing direct damage and then trampling over and then pushing damage downrange as quick as we can. We want this game to be over fast. We do not want to get bogged down with this one. We're going to go with 4 Screaming Mimes, arguably one of the best red 3-drops out there right now from Duskmourn. 1 red and 2 Screaming Nemesis, 3/3 haste. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage from the target, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Brutal. Brutal. This will destroy certain meta decks. If they're running a life gain deck or they're running one of those Orzhov Reanimator decks, this wrecks that. What does that mean? That means if this ever takes any damage, you get to redirect the damage it took to anywhere, including your opponent's face. And if you choose face for your opponent, guess what? They don't gain life for the rest of the game. I have specifically hit my own Screaming Nemesis with Burst Lightning or even a Lightning Helix just so that I can bounce the damage from Nemesis to my opponent so that they can never gain life again for the rest of the game. When you are playing burn down cards like a Lightning Helix or Boros Charm every single turn and they can't gain life, it's just a matter of time before it's over. So a 3/3 haster that punishes you for blocking, that spits out damage, is just a huge powerful play right there. We love to see that. Just massive amounts of power on that. We're also going to go with Gastel Thrill Roller, which I think is an underrated card right here. This crazy evil looking vehicle, 1 red and 2, 4/2, trample and haste. Whenever this vehicle enters, it becomes an artifact until the end of turn, which means that it can immediately attack. So you're getting a 4/2 trample and haste creature for only 3 mana. It only costs 2 to crew, which is pretty useful if you want to use Hired Claw or even call it in later on to attack with it. That's good. You can trample in with it. The fun thing about this one as well is not only does it trigger Slick Shot Show Off as well because it's an artifact vehicle, you can discard a card and return it from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality. You can play it from your graveyard by paying its cost and discarding a card. So if you're holding an extra mana or anything you don't want, you can immediately bring back a 4/2 trample, activate as a sorcery, and swing it again. So you can swing it again, crash out, explode, and then guess what? He just revs back up and then crashes out and explodes again. Again, put that damage down range. Put that aggressive damage down range and do it. You want to hurt your opponent. You never want to let up. We're going to finish with the Boom Mobile. We played this the other day. I actually really liked it. You could go with 2 Boom Mobiles. I'm not mad at you for doing that. I think I put one in the sideboard here. It is a 4-drop, but it does give you some mana back on the back end. So you get 2 red and 2 5/5 vehicle artifact. When it enters, add 4 mana of any color. Only spend this to activate abilities. You can actually activate the Hired Claw with this, or you can activate Gastel Thrill Roller, believe it or not, or you can use it to exhaust itself. This is really fun with Kolodin as well, because it comes in as a 5/5. You get 5 mana to spend. You can immediately activate its own exhaust, which it deals X damage. You pay 1 red and 2, and X, it deals X damage to any target. Put a 2/2 counter on it, and then it could swing in immediately if you had Kolodin and go for it. So that's pretty fun. If you have a lot of mana left in the game, if you have like 6 or 7 mana, you can put direct damage out by exhausting it and pump it and swing. So there's a lot of fun things you can do with these things. You have a lot of variety to just, again, damage down range. You want to put that damage at them. You want to come in aggressive, keep them off balance, and then knock them out. 4 plains, 8 mountains, 3 battlefield forges, 4 inspiring bandages, 3 Sunbillow Verges right there. Very, very nice, lovely looking plains right there. This is a Verge. This is one of the new lands. That's what we're looking at for the Fuel and Fire combo deck right here. We look at the stats. It is going to be 15 creatures, birds, human, lizards, mercenaries, pilots, and wizards, and then a decent amount of artifacts. 4 sorceries, 12 instants, 22 lands on a 1.9, not very expensive. And of course, a lot more red than white. However, white is still very important. You've got to be able to hit Boros Charm and Lightning Helix. Those are really, really critical to what we're doing. So make sure you don't skimp on the white mana, because you're going to be stuck. As far as best of 3 goes for my best of 3 players, Wreck Raid is not a bad one. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or put 1/1 on everything. Monstrous Rage is not too bad either. I know that you're thinking maybe Burner Rocket is basically like Monstrous Rage, but even doing it on something like Slickshot is good. Get Lost for direct removal. A Braid is not bad for damage and artifact cracking. Untimely Malfunction, I think, is a fun one as well. Destroy target artifact. Reroute something is basically a red counter spell. I think people forget about this one. Or a creature cannot block. 2 creatures cannot block. If you can get to the point where 2 creatures cannot block, you can usually damage the hell out of somebody. Outpace Oblivion is a new card that does 5 damage. That's going to be your Shieldred killer, or if you have a big beefy guy on the board and you need to knock him out, 5 damage, and then you can sacrifice and do 2 damage to every player. So very useful on that one. And maybe another Boom Mobile, as I said, if you wanted one. So that is my best of 3 suggestions right there if you want to sideboard it up. Really doing good. I'm almost Diamond 2 again with this one. This one climbed well, it performed well. I had a fun time with it. Again, a modified artifact version of what we had played before. A similar version got me to Mythic. This might take me all the way to Tier 2. The games are snappy, they're fun, they're over quickly. Let's get into it, guys. Fuel and Fire in standard rank. Don't forget to leave a comment. Make sure you like the video. Welcome to the channel. Here we go. So just got here and came to ask if the card suspected being banned is Up the Beanstalk. Everyone is saying Up the Beanstalk might get banned. I don't know how true that is. It should kind of be banned. I kind of agree. I low-key kind of agree that it should be banned. It would make the game more fun if it was banned, but I don't know if it will be. So I'm giving you guys a bonus game here. Goal cap, it's too loud. I'm sorry, I'm talking too loud. I know. I'm talking way too loud. Boom. Let's do this. Let's go in. Boom. Alright, we do Lightning Helix and Bolt Wave next turn. I don't think he can hit us too hard right now. I've been wrong before, though. I've been way wrong before. My Moto TV, good luck on your names. Check on me for same power. Thank you so much, My Moto TV. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna hit Bolt Wave. We're gonna hit Boros Charm for 4 damage. And then we're gonna go in. Boom. He could kill us right now with this. He could immediately slaughter us. He very well might. If he has the right combination of cards, he could just slaughter us outright. Herbrisk's Forge is not the right combination of cards. That's actually not that good. So we're going to go like that. And then we're going to go like that. Activate that for 3. We GG him out. There you go. Boom. Easy as pie. See? No problems. No problems at all. Boom. No mas piranhas, as we like to say. Yes, this is standard. I play almost always standard. As a matter of fact, I have a YouTube channel of all standard decks. We are live streaming the filming of tomorrow's deck. Thunderfart 88. I sure hope they're born in 1988. That's always your hope when you see that. You're like, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They're an 80s baby. Boom. I don't think people realize that Slickshot Show-Off is triggered by vehicles. So playing this on Slickshot actually gives it +4. And then you can haste in with this as well. So it's a pretty cool combo. Sheldrussi the Apocalypse. Oh my goodness. We will draw a Crad right there. Boom. 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 Let's put Sheldrussi there. We will go in. You should block it. You should block Scream. Yeah, that's good. There you go. That was a great move, dude. That was really cool. I need you to play out all your mana now so you don't have any removal. There you go. Withering Torment. Oh, that lost you 2 life as well. Good. Perfect, man. That was a great play. That was genius. Wonderful. Okay. So we're going to do... we're going to do Slick Shot. Burner Rocket. That will go in for 7. Bang. Perfect. He cannot gain any life. And he has no counter spells, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to die immediately. So... there you go. Smart move, guy. The Ussi, I mean, me and Numbskull started using it like in 2023. We started saying Sheldrussi a lot. And then we started adding it to everything as a suffix. I think it was just in the zeitgeist. It was just out there. It was like word of the year in 2023, but we started saying Sheldrussi a lot because we found Sheldra to be very attractive. Flussy and Flitties. Oh, I have no idea. Jay needs to play more Alchemy. You'll get your wish here real soon. Yeah, you'll get your wish real soon here, but not yet. It'll happen. If people watched more Alchemy, I certainly would play it. Hey, you think you're the only one with that shit? I got that shit too, bro. I got that fucking shit too, man. 4-banger. Clockwork. See? There's the problem right there. People, for some reason, immediately have a, they immediately have a visceral, unhappy reaction to Alchemy. I'm unsure why. What Alchemy does that makes people so upset. But for whatever reason, they go, oh, God, oh, that, oh, like it physically did something to them. There's a very much a, an unhappiness with it, I suppose. Boom. Slick shot show off. Let's do this. Gastel thrill roller. Okay, we have the Gastel thrill roller with trample. Okay, sacrifice does that. He gets the pump. How is it Hearthstone? I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to call you out that one, Lady Wave. In what way, shape, or form is it Hearthstone? In what way, any way, is that Hearthstone? Just because they have digital only cards? I've played Hearthstone and I've played Alchemy. Alchemy is not Hearthstone. It's just super standard. It's just standard with a bunch of shit. They don't even adjust it that frequently. I'll be honest with you. They don't even fucking change Alchemy that much for it to be... we get what? We get 30, 20 or 30 fucking new cards. That's it. I don't know. I don't see it. Alright, well. Let's do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do Bolt Wave. Boom. And then we're gonna do the blockers. Do you have removal? Where you at, man? Where's that clutch kill card? He doesn't have it? Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, good stuff. If they introduced into Alchemy, they're like, hey, we're taking away mana and you have a gem system. And you don't need to cast spells with that, you just need to use your gems. Okay, yeah, we're making it Hearthstone. Hey, we've reduced everything, we've made things simple. No, it's just a testing ground for new and exciting, whatchamacallit, features. And they've said that explicitly. That they're actually testing, they're testing new whatchamacallits. They're testing new mechanics to see if they're viable, which is interesting, to say the least. This creature can't block whenever you play one, return it. No, it is not. Listen, Alchemy, it can have flaws. There's nothing wrong with saying that Alchemy may have a flaw or two, or maybe there's things that are unbalanced or you don't like. But it is in no way a bad, like a miserable, bad time, I don't think. At least that's my humble opinion. Boom. Kolodin. Boom. Okay. So we're going to put down Rocket, Burner Rocket, Burst Lightning, Slick Shot, Show Off. He may burn up Kolodin, but that means there's one less going on me. Realistically, you don't need... There's probably a handful of alchemy cards that you really need. It's not that expensive. I understand that as far as a complaint, saying that I have to... It's an additional thing to pay for. I can respect that. Yeah, still Thrill Seeker. Let's do... Do we want to do Dexy's Midnight Runners right here? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do no attacks. We'll go for a blocker. Now he's got to make a choice here what he wants to do with the damage he does. I'd love another... Okay, so he's going to foretell that. Yeah. We're going to do... What's this? Dragon? Yeah, another mana. Boom. That's not the mana I need, though. Boom. Okay. Terror! Very nice. Stinger back. Very nice. 4 damage is somewhere. You might get me with that one there. Yeah, he's going to get me real good with that one. Boom. 4 damage on that one. Good dragon hit there. Hired Claw with Gastel. Yeah, we don't have the meat to swing in. We don't have the schmeat to swing. Good fucking burn hit right there, man. GG. I don't think the economy's broken for free to play. If that's what you want to play, that's what you want to play. If you're trying to play every single format, yeah, the economy's going to get pretty sketch. By the way, if you want to see how to maximize your econ, I know you're new here, Lady Wave. There's a whole economy video I've got for you right there. You can watch about how to maximize packs, gold, gems, all that stuff. You know, you could say the things for that. You could say the same thing about historic, right? Like, oh man, there's so many fucking amazing cards or timeless or whatever that I can't. You know, it's hard for me to break into it. Standard is such a more limited range. It's easier for me to get in as a new player. You have a good point where it's like standard only with more packs that you have to buy. That is fair, but I think there's other more prohibitively expensive formats. And I think that that is true, that there are effects that you can't replicate on tabletop, but at the end of the day, what I am playing is a video game. And I think embracing the fact that I am playing this on a computer and this is a video game is not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's a perfectly fine thing to kind of embrace and look at. I don't necessarily view it as a net negative. Is Arena supposed to be a one-to-one translation of the paper tabletop to what we're doing? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not that. It can't be that. I think that people do want it to be that, but at the end of the day, it's its own thing. It is essentially a video game, you know. So that's the kind of question that we have to kind of ask ourselves, is if that is the goal, we want one-to-one parity with card, then yeah, it's obviously it's obviously what you're looking for. You're looking for a one-to-one card parity, but if you're not, you know, it offers variety. I'm a little bit worried about playing Slick Shot here. He's going to have removal. I'd like him to be tapped out before I go whole hog into here. I think he knows that, and he's going to wait to invest. He's going to do Dreams of Skill for an artifact or creature card. I don't have either of those. All right. I can dump my hand. Burnout Rocket. See, I can't dump anything yet. I can't dump anything yet because he's going to have removal. So we got to wait till he invests. We got to wait till he invests. I really want him to invest. I don't think he's going to. I think he's running discard. So let's run Gastel Thrill Roller. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. Alright. Gastel Thrill Roller hits for 4. Virtue. Perfect. That'll work. My turn. A mana. That. Boros Charm for 4 damage. We're going to do Bolt Wave for however much damage that is. 9. That'll add 4 more. Burner Rocket. Boom. 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 And swing for the 9. There we go. Yeah, I think they are doing paper. I think it was paper. Was it paper at Worlds? I think it was. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to buy a couple of alchemy packs tomorrow. There's a few things I want to look at, you know. They haven't even put an alchemy set out the last 2 sets. And I play alchemy with only alchemy cards being the land. They didn't put out one out for Foundations because Foundations was kind of a weird in-between set. But they did do Duskmourn. They just skipped Foundations because that was like a half set. It's hard to say exactly what Foundations was precisely. There was half new cards, half reprints. So what do? We add more reprints into Alchemy or what? Like, I don't know. So I think that they were kind of at a loss of what to do for that. But we did get Duskmourn, so we are returning to it. Uh-oh, it's cookies. Murgata Gateway. All right. Boom. Speed. We'll do that. We'll hold steady. The new alchemy set, I believe, is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, MTGO, I think, is the more direct comparison. Would be the one-to-one, the one-to-one, whatchamacallit, comparison to what we have. This set has been out for about 3 weeks. So let's do this. Kolodin. What's he gonna do? We can interrupt him. Kolodin. Triumph Caster. Mobile Homestead. I think we pop him. Burner Rocket. We hit Screamin' Mimi. Go in. Very good. This is full artifact, huh? Or is it next week? Could be next week that the full alchemy is out. All right, Sunbillow Verge. Red. Exhaust. So let's do it right on you. Push all of them in. I think Boros, Charm, and Helix is going to be what takes them out. Yeah, Boros, Charm, and Helix is going to be the death of him here. Boop, 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 boop. Here I was thinking it was tomorrow. Let's fighting love. Let's fighting love. Protect my balls. There we go. Yeah, you do get 20 packs for, which I'm tempted to buy, but damn, man, Tarkir comes out 4 weeks later, bro. Marauding Army, I get you. If people want to skip Aether, I get it. I get it if you want to skip Aether. Sorry, I'm eating a Ricola because my throat hurts. Alright, I go first. I love going first. Hired Claw. Kolodin. There are some hidden gems in the set. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Flavor-wise, maybe not the biggest smash hit. It may have. I honestly, if we would have got a full Amonkhet set, I think you would have seen a lot more interest. If it was called, you know, the second Sun Reborn or some shit like that, I think you would have seen a huge uptick in interest in what this set had to offer, for sure. I think mixing Merganda and all kind of shit in there was interesting, but it kind of muddled the water. I think people like the Amonkhet part. I think people like Amonkhet. Hey, it's Mr. Shorky. Mr. Shorky. He's a shork. He's the silliest shork. The shorkiest guy. Okay. Land. Boom. 3. Whenever this vehicle enters. I think we just have to push. Is he gonna let me through? We finish him with a brush Lotus Smite. There we go. Easy enough. Bum 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 bum. Nice. Throwaway mechanics that won't get reprints. Exhaust, I do think Exhaust has a future. Exhaust is start your engines obviously is a one-off. You may see some Exhaust cards going forward. Exhaust is very powerful, in my opinion. I think you may see that. As far as Burner Rocket, we hold back. Start your engines, obviously I don't think we're going to see that again. Speed Mechanic was a fun one-off. I don't think that that is going to be a long-term, that's probably not going to be a long-term thing. Let's do this. 4 damage to target. Boom. Let's do that. Just call me angel of the morning, baby. Just touch my cheek before you leave, darling. Alright. Welcome, Angel. Boom. Burner Rocketeer. We're gonna wait. You may sacrifice. We will not put that on decline. Okay. He's had a whole rack of shit over here, and he really hit his demons well. He hit his demons very well. Is he gonna play another removal on it? We're gonna force his hand here. I think we lost anyways, but we're gonna force his hand. Yeah, we're gonna force his hand. Okay, so that's 2 removals for them. I don't think we recover though. I don't think we recover. That's probably gonna be it for us right there. Yeah. Oh yeah, with the flood on top of everything else. The flood from Halo. Yeah. Oh yeah, GG. GG. Absolutely ran us. How you doing, Gold Knight? How was your stream? Ms. Gold Knight. Good night, Gold Knight. We were just talking about magic cards, as one does. Hey, what's up, Glove-tastic? What'd you run over there? Dexy's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. Oh, you know what I mean. Oh, man. And do everything. Come on. In this moment. Thank you for following Sidon18. Welcome to the show. What's my opinion on AetherDrift so far? It's fine. It's fine. It's a support set. It's a side of, you know, it's a salted baked potato before we get to the steak. I don't think, I honestly, in terms of Karlov, or maybe something like Strixhaven, that just is weird. I actually like this more than Karlov, to be honest with you. It's it's grown on me. I don't think it's as abysmally bad as some people say, but yeah, it's not great. I mean, what am I gonna say? It's not fantastic. It's not like the best thing ever. It's okay. It's fine. The vehicle cards, you have to kind of think of the vehicle cards, the way that they did them was like, they have like a passive effect, and you have to think of them as like enchantments that sometimes can attack if you do the right thing. Oh my goodness, it's Dirt McGirt. Dirt McGirt. There she is. Dirt McGirt. We're gonna hold steady here. We're gonna completely hold steady and play till next turn. Thank you so much, Dirt Nem. I've got some hair I can flip around. There are some neat cards, but yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a support set. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you gotta go with the Femme Avatar. It helps. It helps draw in the viewers. Hammerhead, like the shark. Yeah. Boom, boom. I don't think this is going to be enough. I hope they swing in with everybody. If we can get another burn card out here, we may be able to get somewhere, but I don't think so. Oof, oof. Boros Charm, oof, oof, oof. Yeah. If we draw land, it's no good. If we draw like a, yeah, there's your answer right there, folks. Bolt Wave would do 2 more and 3. This would do +2 and double strike, so it wouldn't be enough. Target creature you control gains double strike on the mic. That would only be 14. It's not enough right there. If we would have had one more for Bolt Wave, we would have been good. But no thanks. Yeah, mono red, mono red never really goes away at the end of the day. Hey, what's up, Maddie? How you doing? Reminds me of Jill from Valhalla. That's that cyberpunk bar game. Is someone banging on my walls? No. It's a bit disturbing that you say that. Do you hear? Is somebody hearing banging going on? Takeover of Sarah's realm was inevitable, and she put a plan into place. And I don't think it was I don't think it was a planned out plan. I think it was a hope. I think it was it was like a Superman situation. Like, I'm gonna send off in this fucking angel basket. I'm gonna send off one possible chance that we get our revenge, and we're gonna go from there. I think that was pretty much it, and it worked. I don't think it was an elaborate clockwork plan that like fucking Light Yagami pulled off. I think it was just, well, we'll Superman this fucking this lady off into space and see what happens. Let's do this. Lightning Bolt you. Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Meowth, that's right. Boom, boom. Thank you for following Darnassus Princess. I hope I said that right. Brouhaha coming in. I'm getting a lot of raids tonight. I'm not mad about it. Looking very fancy tonight. Well, thank you. I feel very fancy. One for pre-release today. Fantastic. Pre-releases are a lot of fun. They're fun when you can win them as well. Let's go in. Pop. Pump. And slop it. Slop it, slop it. Okay. Lightning Helix finishes the boss next turn unless they gain life right now. Start looking at your mono green Dino deck. Use the alchemy, it does well. Need to trim it down for standard. What is up? Ha 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 ha. We just caught 3 raids in a row. Oh, yeah, they knew they were cooked there. They knew they were cooked. Hey, what's up, Des Freitags bist du friend? For some reason, I have a lot of German viewers. German, Italian, and Brazilian. I don't know why. Tudo bem. I didn't understand like 3 of the words in that brouhaha. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pendragon and Trivial Encounters, and also the word tomorrow I'm unfamiliar with. Those were the 3 words I didn't understand. Oh, what did you think of the economy video? Did you enjoy it? Brouhaha, I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like that sounds like them there them fancy commander talk. We don't cotton to fancy commander talk around these parts. Anything less than 4 copies of a card in a deck is just unnatural. Thank you, Minsantraopia. Killer Caterpillar, welcome. Pendragon is a commander format, 100 singleton common creatures and a legendary artifact creature. The artifact can only be cast when the commander is out. Interesting. Interesting. Let's do this. Let's do this. Commander is the most skill-based format. They're going to play removal on that. Good. Okay. I need them to not... I need them to not... Okay, they want to bounce there. That's fine. They can bounce. I need a red mana right now. That'll work. Let's do this. That'll work. They could have a discard, which I'm not happy about, but chances are I'm going to end up drawing a big hit here. That is a very unique format, Brouhaha. That sounds like when you're bored of Commander and you need to come up with crazier rules to get an even harder hit. You're like, oh, regular Commander's not doing with it. What if we added like another level of rules? I'm glad you agree that sounds like... Hey, Stella Bravo Actual reporting in. Welcome. All right, Screaming Mimi, Lightning Helix, Boros Charm, Burner Rocket. Sure, why not? No, that's not going to do it. Bolt Wave, Burst Lightning. We have a million things that could go on that would help, but none of those are going to be it. None of those are going to be it. Fear of Isolation. Okay. Alright, they're going to do Hopeless Nightmare. Making us discard. We'll get rid of that as a flash. They'll flash something in our flash, which will flash in our flash. We just need to draw any one of our kill cards, and we're pretty much good to go here. Bolt Wave, Burst Lightning, Boros Charm, Lightning Helix, Screaming Mimi are all win cons. Actually, Screaming Mimi is not a win con as long as they have nowhere to run in their hand. But we have a million win cons ready to go at some point here. That sounds pretty cool, Princes. I'm glad you had a good time. Alright. Burner Rocket, that is another card that is not helping me at all. That is absolutely the worst card that I could have drawn. So we might chalk this one up to a force loss here, where the game is just like, hey man, we have to give Bounce a certain number of wins per day, and unfortunately you're just on the short list here. We have to let Bounce beat a number of people, otherwise the Bounce people, they're crazy. They're gonna rise up against us. So was this like your first time ever playing Magic, Darnassus? Alright, so 9% chance of a Bolt Wave, 9% chance, that's 18. Boros Charm, that's 22. 26% chance right there. 26% chance of the win right now. 26% chance of the win off the top. And there it is. Unless they have a counterspell, which I don't think that they have. Because even if they do, I would be able to pay the price. Yeah. We got it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Just like the Beatles said, all you need is burst lightning. Do 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 do. All you need is burst lightning. I believe that's how the song went. I've been a Beatles fan for a long time, so I'm like 99% sure that's how the song went. All you need is burst lightning. Big Magic fans. The Beatles. They played the 1960s version of Magic. What a top deck! Yeah, that was a good top deck right there. You just got to stay calm. You just got to stay calm and just do it. You know. No, I'm pretty sure it's not all you see is love. I'm pretty sure it's all you need is burst lightning. I think they did a re-release where they said all you need is love because it flowed better, but the original song I think was all you need is burst lightning. Like 99% sure. This is not a good hand because we only have 1 mana, so we're going to mull that. We'll grab this. That's not terrible. We'll keep 6, drop a red, boom, they go first. Boom. That's a cool mountain design. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Can we get 1 non-mono red game? Every game, like the past 4 out of 5 games have been mono red, guys. That's not good. 70% on the play still. We have played mono red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times tonight. And that's a little too much, guys. I don't want that anymore. Is he gonna pump? Is he gonna pump and dump like a crypto coin? Bump, 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 bump. He sure is. There's Screaming Mimi. He decided to do the classic no mana strategy. Whoops, I accidentally misclicked that. That was my bad. I don't know why I did that. I completely misclicked by making jokes. He's going with the 1 mana strategy. I love it. Love the 1 mana strategy. Here's Screaming Mimi to show us how it's done. We're going to not attack with Screaming Mimi. Boom. Boom. Yeah, this is the M21 Premium Mountain that I got from some event or something. Gastel Thrill Roller or Kolodin into Bolt Wave and then Gastel Thrill Roller. Maybe. Okay. He's gonna do that. Boom. Boom. Is he gonna run in on me very foolishly? Yes, he is. He absolutely is. That's great. I'm gonna show you why this is a mistake right here. Alright, so you fling that back onto them. You see how that happened? That's no good. They don't like when you do that. We're gonna put out Gastel Thrill Roller. Boom. We're gonna put out that. We're gonna say we're gonna thrill roll all over this guy. He's gonna block that. There we go. Trample him. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice. Okay. He doesn't know that Gastel Thriller can be immediately played back from my graveyard. Emberheart Challenger, nice. Could kill me if he pumps. If he has a pump, he can immediately do 10 damage. Does he pull a pump? He pulls a land there. Double strike with a pump will be enough to kill me immediately. So let's see if he's got the top deck. He does. He's got the top deck. Plus... No? Wait. No? Boom, boom. Nope, he doesn't have it. Alright, fantastic. You love to see it. Gastel through a roller. We're going to say discard you. Boom. Creature enters. We do what we do, what we do. Very nice. Very nice. Boom. Done. Easy as pie. Darnassus Princess, you're going to want to check out my YouTube channel where I go over a lot of the way the mechanics work right there. Cruznick, thank you so much. Sorry I wasn't talking with chat too much that time. I was kind of focusing. I played last night in Diamond, and I say 95% is red. Sickening. Mostly Boros, Aura, Sheltered, Turn 2, Monstrous Rage, Ethereal Armor. Wow. Yeah, the opponent could have held steady. I think they might have had it. It's called Double Strike. Yeah, it goes on the first strike round, and then it goes on the next round after that. I'm glad you're liking it, Turd Gobbler. Great name, by the way. I think I've made my point with this deck. We've gone 70% on the play, 60% overall, grinding up Diamond pretty effectively. You can modify the previously existing Boros Burn with vehicles for a little extra spicy flair. I didn't want to invest too much in vehicles. I think direct damage is still the way to go. But even with Gestel and Burner Rocket, you can actually pull off a couple of things and call it in. You can actually make it pretty diverse that people aren't expecting. Gestel Throw Roller is actually a pretty decent card. I think that people are kind of underlooking it. The fact that it comes in as a 4-2 haste trample and that it can keep coming in as a 4-2 haste trample back to back is not terrible with everything else that we're running. So pretty happy with how everything went. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. This is not the end of the stream. It's just the end of the video. We're not going in.